Yeah, we talk about musical influences on me. I would say the biggest musical influences on me, which it's weird. I don't know how they would be, but this is the music I listened to a lot in high school. Would be the Beatles and Paul McCartney and Wings, Elvis Costello and the Attractions. His early stuff. Up to like the early '90s stuff. All those albums I love by him, especially the early Attractions albums like Trust and Armed Forces and This Is a Model and Pretty Old Bedroom, Blood and Chocolate, all those. Yeah. And Get Happy. It's another great album. Yeah, I love all that. And then Sting. I love his. I listened to a lot of his solo stuff in high school, more than the Police stuff. I think because I like the Police stuff, I started listening to his solo stuff more. But I also love his Police stuff. But I his solo stuff, I think is better than his Police stuff. Personally, like especially Dream of the Blue Turtles, 10 Summer's Tales, Nothing Like the Sun, Soul Cages. Those albums. I love those albums. And so, I mean, I don't know how they influenced me, but I mean, when I was starting to songwrite, it was around that time that those albums came out, and I was trying to, I guess, when you songwrite and you try to learn how to songwrite by yourself, you kind of use those kind of albums and songs as guides to try to, how to write a song. And I think my vocal style, I think Paul's probably the biggest influence in the way I sing. So yeah, who else? Elvis Costello and Queen. I love Queen. Um, One of the best bands ever. I mean, I love it. Amazing, great songs, and they perform them well. It's really great. Led Zeppelin, of course, I love. Of course, everybody loves Led Zeppelin, but Power and just the rawness of it, especially their live stuff, like from like the early '70s. I thought it was so good, especially like 73, 73, 72. I don't think they toured 73 to 75. I think 75 they toured Physical Graffiti. I think they did that. But in '77 they toured, I think too. And I toured in '79 too. So, okay, then who else? Yeah, so those are probably the biggest influences on me. I mean, as a musician, I guess. I mean, because when I like lyrics, Elvis Costello was a big influence on me like that. Because I just love that he used like weird kind of subjects. He'll write about weird things, different things that most people wouldn't write about. So like that. And then Paul structures I like, and the Beatles structures, song structures, melodies. Elvis Costello wrote really good songs, melodies too, and structures too, chord structures. So that's good as well. He's good. And then Sting was another guy. He wrote very kind of political kind of songs, but not overly political. He was kind of paying attention to certain things. All of his songs. It's about something. Like Russians, about the Cold War, and he's got a song called "We Work the Black Seam Together," which is about nuclear power. And then he's got then he writes like the love song, like love. You have somebody set them free, but it's kind of a new kind of angle on a love song. What else? Love is the seventh wave. It's about something, but I don't know. Love is the seventh wave. I say love is the seventh. I love that song. It's a beautiful song. And there's a little reggae thing. So, what else is on that? Dream of the Blue Turtles. Fortune on Your Heart. Englishman in New York. Yeah, Sting loves his reggae. And then you got and Nothing Like the Sun. That's got some good stuff like history will teach us nothing. Lazarus Heart, Be Still My Beating Heart, Straight to My Heart. A lot of songs about heart on that song. In 100 years from now, they'll attempt to tell us how scientific means to supersede the human kiss. What else should he care? There are arrows in the air, but the love is ancient. Straight to my heart, straight to. Good song. That's a Sting song. One is Nothing Like the Sun album, and then you got the Soul Cages with. I looked at the crowd, the river today. That's good though. I saw shy horses walking on the sodium light. You see, it's kind of word sodium light. I remember when I was kid listening to Sting albums, they'll be like, all these words are like, wow, that's so cool. Show them like, what's that? And another, like the flip, like the priest coming, and he like describes their robes as flipping and flapping, priestly black like a murder of crows. I love that line. That's why I like with Sting, the little poeticness that he does. He never was that poetic on the Police albums, but on his solo stuff, he did all that great stuff. There's a lot of good stuff. It's like McCartney after the Beatles. A lot of great stuff. People go, that's his best stuff with the original band. No, they get better if you really listen to the stuff. If someone's good, they usually real.